Remember this young Kansas City Chiefs fan? Well, his family is suing Deadspin over the blackface allegations. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the family of 9-year-old Holden Armenta suing Deadspin for defaming their son, accusing him of wearing blackface at a Kansas City Chiefs game. Now, this story was crazy. I covered it back in November of 23 when it happened. I'm like, really? You gonna attack a little boy, a 9-year-old, for wearing face paint at a football game? Is that what we're gonna do for real? Before any details about the boy came out, it didn't matter his background. Just the initial reaction was ridiculous from Deadspin. Okay, a lot of these liberal media websites, far left rags, they bully people. They don't care, young, old, whatever, and they pretty much get away with it. But sometimes they don't, and I hope in this instance, they most certainly don't. Now, before we get into anything, any of the details, let's take a look at this particular picture right here. Now, as I was saying, this is 9-year-old Holden Armenta at a Kansas City Chiefs game, wearing the headdress, face paint, all that good stuff. The football jersey, all regalia of his favorite football team. That's what you do at a sporting event, like a football game, baseball game, basketball game, soccer, whatever you go to. That's how you do. I mean, imagine going to a World Cup. What kind of aneurysm the writers at Deadspin would have over the face paint and all the pageantry that they do. But different story, I digress. Now, this picture is not the picture that made the Deadspin writer and other people on the internet accuse this boy of wearing blackface. This is not even the picture. They could have used this picture, but it wouldn't have made their point for them, okay? It wouldn't have made their point. Now, this is a picture that they use, and here is the original headline from Deadspin. Now, we're going to get into the updated article, but that is what they use. The NFL needs to speak out against the Kansas City Chiefs in fan and blackface native headdress. They were accusing him of wearing blackface. They just showed one side of his face, not the other side. If you would have shown the other side, this claim would have obviously been fake. How are you going to accuse somebody of wearing blackface when their face is half black and half red, which matches the colors of the team? It makes no sense at all. How would you accuse him of wearing blackface? Even in this instance, it doesn't make any sense. But to soft-brain people, it would have made a little bit more sense. And as you see, this was written by Karan J. Phillips. I call him Karen. I don't know if it's Karen, Karan. I'm going to call him Karen because that's what he is. And he black as well. But here's the updated one. The NFL must ban native headdress and culturally insensitive face paint in the stands. Updated. Now, rather than having the picture of the young man, they got NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Okay, so why the change? Is it because you guys know that you messed up, you made a big mistake? You should have taken down the whole article after, like, the article shouldn't have been published, but it did get published, and there was a lot of hate toward this young man from soft-brain idiots that read Deadspin, and the family is right to sue. Now, let's get to the update here. Family of 9-year-old Kansas City Chiefs fan accused of blackface sues Deadspin for defamation. Now, this is a young man and his father. Now, as you see, the father might look a little bit Hispanic or something like that. Let me explain what's going on in case you did not catch that particular detail. Now, the detail I'm going to tell you right now doesn't really matter, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Now, Holden Armenta, this young man and his father, they're actually native, and they're part of the Chumash native tribe over in Left Coast, California. Okay, they're actually native. Now, I'm not saying that headdress is part of his particular heritage specifically, but the allegation was blackface and cultural appropriation and it's insensitive, all this, that, and the third. How was it cultural appropriation or insensitive if he's native? I'm not saying this should matter. I don't care if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, candy stripe. You should be able to wear whatever you want to wear at a football game, especially when it is relevant to your team. Okay, what's the name of the football team? Kansas City Chiefs. What are their colors? Red, white. What's that? Like a orange, yellow, black because some of the alternate football jerseys are black. Why can't you wear your team's colors and your team regalia and all that good stuff, including this necklace right here that you see him wearing, that he was wearing at the game, if I'm not mistaken? Why can't you wear that at a football game? That's what you do. Why can't you wear that without being harassed and being accused of being a racist? So, again, they are right to sue Deadspin the same way that Gawker got sued by Hollywood Hulk Hogan for what they did to him. And I won't go down that road because we're a family show, so I digress. Let's check out some details about what's happening here. And, of course, I will link to everything I'm talking about right now in the box. And if you're on IG, visit the link in the bio. Go to the corresponding article on the website. The family of the 9-year-old Kansas City Chiefs fan accused by Deadspin of wearing quote-unquote blackface filed a lawsuit Tuesday against the outlet, claiming it defamed and caused irreversible damage to the young football fan. Holden Armenta's parents, Shannon and Raul, alleged that Deadspin intentionally published a defamatory article exposing the family to a barrage of hate, including death threats. I believe it. Many of us on the right were supportive of this young man, of this boy. Really, he's 9 years old. We were very supportive of him and the family. But a lot of other people, the soft-brained morons, the mouth breathers, the droolers, the crayon eaters, these guys are reading Deadspin and looking at the picture and thinking, oh, this is blackface, he's a racist, he's a white supremacist, and then they're going to launch attacks, verbally at least, at him and his family, and these things could escalate beyond just threats and really get to actual action on the streets, as we've seen happen before to certain people. But let's keep on moving. Holden Armenta's parents, okay, I read that. The article falsely alleged that Holden had found a way to hate black people and the Native Americans at the same time. It alleged that Holden's parents, Shannon and Raul, taught Holden racism and hate at home, the lawsuit filed in Delaware states. It intentionally painted a picture of the Armenta family as anti-black, anti-Native American bigots who proudly engage in the worst kind of racist conduct motivated by their family's hatred for Black and Native Americans. The lawsuit was filed following weeks of legal threats by the Armentas, who demanded that the sports news site and its senior writer, Karen Phillips, issue a retraction for his story headline, "The NFL needs to speak out against Kansas City Chiefs fan in blackface, native headdress." Now, I showed you the difference between what they originally published, including the 9-year-old boy's picture as the headline, saying, hey, he's a racist, basically. I showed how they changed from that to having Roger Goodell, and they altered the headline slightly. But I think that's not quite enough. Even if there was a full retraction and an apology, that still would not really be enough, because people are going to see what you put out there at first, and few people are going to see the retraction. The sensational headline is what grabs their attention. That's what everybody sees. So you can put out an apology, a retraction, and all that, and the damage is still being done. So if I was the Armentas, I'm suing for damages, and I'm going to collect. I'm going to collect in the big way. The article included a photo of the boy that was broadcasted on CBS Sports during the November 26th game against the Las Vegas Raiders, showing him standing in profile and appearing to wear blackface. He was not appearing to wear blackface. That's not blackface. I mean, look, you're at a football game and you have on a native. Okay, how many times do you see somebody wearing native headdress just out? Okay, you have on the football jersey, you're wearing the team colors, native headdress. Obviously, this is just part of an outfit. It is not blackface. Let's please stop. Stop using black pain and trauma to push for a narrative. It wasn't blackface. Let's cut it out, man. You could paint your face with a dark color and it not be blackface. There's a specific context and a reason why blackface happened, and this is not it. But I'm getting triggered, so I digress. And the Native American headdress. The piece did not mention, however, that the other half of the boy's face was painted bright red, depicting two of the Chiefs' team colors. Exactly. According to the Armentas, Deadspin and Phillips specifically used the grab to maliciously and wantonly attack a 9-year-old boy and his parents for Phillips' own race-drenched political agenda. Facts. Phillips alleged that the boy had managed to disrespect two groups of people at once in the article, which has since been tagged with a community note on X, branding it as purposely deceiving. Okay, and there's the actual lawsuit right there. There's more to the article, but I will go ahead and wrap it on up, put the bow clean on top. As I close, I want to say this. Deadspin and a lot of these left-wing rags are ridiculous. Picking on little kids, really? Is that what you're going to do? It's bad enough to pick on adults and say things about them that aren't true, that you know aren't true, that are done like what was alleged in the article for your own race-based political agenda. It's for that, and it's also for clicks and ratings and views. It's bad enough when you target adults with false things like this. But little kids, have you no shame to even do a little bit of research? Because even if you thought it was blackface, just think for a moment, hey, this might not be that. Let me do some research investigation. You just see a screenshot and run with it because it fits your narrative. You don't care about any kind of integrity, any kind of journalism. You just go out there and do it, which is why the media like this, a lot of these older websites, legacy media, leftist rags, they're getting stumped into wine by guys like us because we are better at what they do than them, and they don't like it. But it is what it is. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on the Armentas suing Deadspin for defaming their 9-year-old boy over the blackface allegations? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I hope they sue their pants off and get every red dollar that the company can provide. I'm talking about, I want to see them go like Gawker, like the way Hollywood Hulk Hogan tanked that company. I wish for the same thing for Deadspin. And I don't wish bad on people for no reason. But when you do stuff like this, man, come on, a 9-year-old boy, really? Is that what you're going to do for real? This is crazy. And you can't just do things like this and get away with it. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.